Hello to part 4 of game development. Today I want to look into multiplayer code, work on multiplayer code. Let's look on the current state of my game. Go and turn in here. I can call it this file. I have currently queue movable blue dots. I can control separately. The next step would be to control one F2 windows and that I call one on one side in one window, the other window would move so that you connect them together. And for that I first need a backend. Currently I just call an index.html file which it's run the game just in my browser from my local hard drive. But now I need a server and I already looked up this URL for a possible backend. Let's look if you see some interesting things. Here's the install command. As is very easy as I already have npm and node. Here's a server example which I can start with. And here's a client example. There's a difference. Okay, not in the browser, but this should be changeable. This is for the browser. Most likely. Okay, then let's try. Have copied. Interesting. What's missing? WebSocket. Oh, it was all through WebSocket. This is hello act. Okay. Let's get the server example. This is probably just JavaScript. Example here. Yes, probably just JavaScript part. No, let's just try and see what happens. Driven source. Of course, no, TypeScript doesn't like. There's no type. But he will probably compile no method, yes. Okay, also doesn't clean. Type, no. Tool. How do I start the server? Is there no server behind it? Let's look at the next example. README. The README is down here. What did I have? What did I copy? Okay, this is just sent back. Maybe it's easier to start with the whiteboard example. Specific version? Really better to use always the latest ones. For versions did we get for 18 C1? It's newer. Maybe would not work. Here it's just an HTML. in some code. This creates a server. Let's test this code. Don't know if I... now I should to start it. Build in. I take this command as an example node. Build. So that's Vue.js in this way. Cannot find dot WebSocket. Wants to go to back and then into lib and WebSocket. It's in node modules. Yes, probably now WebSocket, yes. Okay, here's the require. Seems still everything off, but let's for now, let's find in here. Or is it enough to say WebSocket? Let's try. Did I get? Doesn't say me what Express can do. Can I try next? To back lib WebSocket. Don't think it makes a difference. Let's server just directly as JavaScript. I copied something I didn't want it to copy. Interesting. No idea. Let's create server. Okay, seems different. It just says express. Configure. Does the configure do? I just set here OL to call and listen on a port. Let's remove the configure for now. See what happens. Oh, it starts. Okay. And we have got this two running. Copy it over for TypeScript. I go back to this, and this also one's perfect. Let's copy it over in the first version, delete other ones. Server out once. But no, I don't have the configure. What did the configure do? Seems not too important for now. What do we connect with the WebSocket? What's the index, I assume? On request. I'm missing something, I assume. I don't understand something. Does this have a specific server? Specific URL to call? Let's this WES vendor index. So I don't know what this is. The index. Go back. Do we have an index? EJ. Is a client JS? What whiteboard canvas? Connect. This does not seem important. This is in public. Yes. Yes, well. empty just to the first slash and with WS start. Okay. Then I have to think, what do I need? Can start the server. I don't know if I have something. Did it have a port? 8080? Something happened was on it? I see. I have a WebSocket but nothing else. Don't know what this index does, but probably does not find an index file here. Express get index. Or just express tutorial. Mm. Static files, this might be what I'm looking for. Okay. I don't have the quick configuration. I think I deleted it. And I need multiple sitting. Let's try. I need it here. Abuse static public. If I start it from this folder, it's everything in here. This everything. Do I need? Then you can call the I think I have to split up. So So in everything in client. I have a client folder. Same client. I don't have an index HTML in here. It's here for me. Okay, the setup becomes complicated. That's but I want to try the file thingy here. Not the public directory. So part and everything. Okay. Is that the server? I should have a client available so I could load the game.js. It's game.js. Cannot get game.js. Okay. Here's a game.js. Still missing something. Still unsure. Is the only option I need. Thought everything in client is now callable. Can I hear game.js? Don't think so. Can I so an HTML file in here? I'll just I might need... No, I shouldn't need to... Yes, I need to restart. I changed code. Okay, something still not right. Require pass. Let's look on this example again. Stern dir nehmen. Available environment variable. Say it should. Wait, let's try something else. This looked better. Can I go back? Slash, do I need to use correct one? And I am in the build. I go back one more. Can access all my files, but for now I just want to test. Does this work? I would have an index. Doubt. But does he find something? No, something's off. Uh, Still doing something wrong. This is here. the index and then public. I have something like this. There's also not more in here. Something still feels off. Start with this. Don't get this is a hello world. I assume if I call this I get hello world, yes. So far so good. Now so in a public I'm not entirely sure from which this where he searches the public folder because my setup is different with TypeScript compilation. But let's create someone. Make here a public folder. No, not in the build. Public folder in here. I want my test HTML. Let's just have something in here. I have something in public and my server.js on root here. Oh, I have a server and a public folder. Was it set up here? And I have index.js by JS tier HTML. Okay, yes. This is oops, I have Express, public, and I have my hello world. this? It was also the hello world. And the static just in here. Index.js. Okay. Port doesn't matter. Then he just uses. Don't know why. Wrote anything behind it. It's like the get path should be changed. Oh, we have just server2.js 8080 and it's a hello world. CST HTML. Okay, but I get file access. So static works. This tutorial here is not complete. No, it works like stated in here. I would need to reorder my structure. Can I use Express and TypeScript? As this thing. Types, Express and Node. Don't think I have them. Types Node. Okay. Already have TypeScript. Paste. TypeScript I already have. I have Types Express. Same three I have, just newer versions. Oh dear, they change. I have an out dear, I have build. Mhm. Okay. For now, it's not required. He starts both together. Yes. Nothing different to me. I have to think how to set up a one TypeScript for the server and for the client. I will create the same picture in the compiled JavaScript files. I need give him access to the client files. I think. Okay, but the problem is I don't know what to do with the index.html. Basically, I have to fit in the build folder then. Can I allow a single file to express? send file, master file. Okay. So let's try have a server, put in the server, send file. I want pass to the file. If I'm in the build server folder, need to go to back. And then index.html like this. This is this server file, but I had the server 2. Let's try it here. It's like this. Start server 2. This still works, and if I have nothing, path must be absolute. What was the path variable? Dear name? Is it this? Helmi gef def index. I'm close. Let's code change. Okay, this is what I wanted. Now we have our server. Yeah. It's close to what I wanted better. Set. I have the dear name plus. Oh no, it's absolute path, so it's the same. And in the build server, I need to be the dot client. Most likely. Let's see what happens with the build server. It says hello world. That's correct, because I added server in here. Helmi game dev build server index HTML. Okay, now he uses this as the directory, which means I need to go back twice. It was correct thinking at the start. Forbidden. Not allowed to go there. Do I need the index in the build folder? I can change it a bit up. Move to trash. I test config to build, but I make a new folder. Public. And call it public slash JS. It's an idea. Does it do it? Yes, now I can move the index. Yeah. Perfect. I can delete this folder. Now I can go to back. But most likely I'm not allowed to go outside of the server, and it will still be no access. It's no longer build server, but public JS server. Still, yes, okay. Which means I have to wait. No, let's try. I move it on the same directory. Oh, behind the right, public JS server. One back, no back. Client dir. This is allowed. .client allowed. Let's try if we index over. Client. If it's there, is it allowed? Okay, I missed this. Okay, it's forbidden because not in the same folder. Understood. And maybe over. That's why I can't this back client. I have to be in here. This should work again. I break something. What did I break? Clear. I'm not Event.js. Goes to game app ready. Already news. Is oh god. How do I see it? Here's a node, but this could be the TypeScript maybe. How do I get out of here? Ah, now it reacts. Why is the port? I don't know how to open the port again. Maybe I can throw away my terminals. Hope they work again. This was correct. Ah, okay, seems to work. But I also want my TypeScript running. This works, but I gave the client folder. If I now do game.js, cannot get game.js. Probably forbidden. If I do this, it does not exist, but can move it over. I have a client in the server. See what happens. This is a version. Public is not part, and I can just call. Server, I have the client. My understanding, I should not need the client. It does not work this way. but I could turn just the game.js. This would work. Cannot get. We need the full path. Also not. Is this express static one? Maybe I am not here. I am in public JS server client. I'm here. I need to remove this. Okay, okay. Now I understand my first mistake. Depending on where I started, not where the file is. Can I get... If I move these again over to the JS, because I started it from this folder, maybe I have access to here. Public JS client. This does no longer exist. Maybe turn it to index point. Cannot get game.js. I need to restart. I can get it. Okay, now I get to the point where I can maybe do what I wanted. Up to public again with this. The server is in here, but I started from global thing. I mean, I can dir name. Oh, I have some misspell. Public index. Only when I got delete this. Let's look public JS client. Are my static files and public index HTML, but I was not mistaken. I can even move it back up. I can access the game.js. Such file directory stat. Public JS server public index. Now it's interesting. I can do this. Let's try it this way. Okay, yes, it was here. It wants absolute path. Absolute path is no, the dir name is where I'm currently the server is in. And I go one out in the JS. Let's add one more. This did not work, I think. It's forbidden. But I'm able to get in here. The client is in a different folder. Let's look again. But does not have the. If I do game.js, it can get them. Interesting. Just say public. What do I need? I don't need just this. Oh, does not exist. This is interesting. Oh, this is a public folder. No, he is allowed to. Now I have something which works, I think. I am in public.js. I saw everything in. So I need to change this to public.js. I am interested in the index. I have my server. Still a copy. Now I have the index and they don't. The problem is the server is also available. I don't mind. And let's think how to change these. On localhost, I made the public, so it's JS client. I guess. And there my game is back. But now I only have a server. It's for now. Copy this. My second. I don't want to have the copy for now just. So let's get this part committed for now. use Express for backend and static files. Is this in? The index is deleted, but it should be added somewhere here. Okay. And he sees a lot of enums. Let's take this for now. And let's get the web server example back in here. Now I need my index or some code to connect to it. And here was some helpful stuff in. And this node1 Union one. Okay. Paste, install, development, yes. Let's see. In. And now I can do this. In my. Okay, I don't have this part in scripts. Unsure. Here, I don't want it empty. I think this is correct. I have build. Yes, start. Don't have dist. I have public. I put it in my README. Did I? Oh, public JS server JS. And concurrently, I have the watch on the thing. And here I need my server again. Like this until JS, this looks correct. Now I can stop this and npm dev. Npm run dev. Yes, I'm interested. I don't know what happens. This should, oops, work, yes. And if I do some stupid mistakes, he refreshes. Okay, he starts the server on every change, but it doesn't take any time, so not a problem. Okay, and I have all the tips from this side. Yes, Let's get WebSockets in running. I want in some file, should I start with the here? As a main? I no longer need express static files. Express tutorial, I want this whiteboard.js was a backend part. We need the client.js. Far too much for what I want. I want just the connection. And it's probably this. I have an URL. I don't know what this line does. Does Firefox have a different WebSocket maybe? ESC tutorial whiteboard example. Don't know what this does. But on message on close, I need functions. This is already the connection. I define this. References. Interesting. That just tests. And the index will probably call the connect. Is the client connect, makes new connect, and that's it. We have a set color and send clear. Is there more? Client is only in here. Don't need CSS. Yes, goes to message handle. Okay. Message and close. Socket close. Patch command. Does he think this part is enough for my purpose for now? Socket des. Do it in here. Don't have whiteboard. Function. Socket connect. This socket. Where does the socket come from? I think it just gets created by this, probably. And this I don't need this. The whiteboard function message. I do not care. I wasn't just see that the connection works. This is the data div command console log command. Do nothing. I have to change whiteboard. X function alert. Oh no, the console log is enough for me. Now I need the WebSocket and let's give out the URL. Let's call connect on the start. Can just do it first. And let's see what happens. Let's open. I need the debugger console. Oh, yes, I'm no longer here. I'm here. Failed. Do I get some other? I want to connect on localhost 8080. Okay. I have the WebSocket server on request. I do stuff. Is something. This is not part of my application. Close. This is something I see. Whiteboard test ready. And I'm in here. I have a log message. This doesn't show up. So it's not working. Something is still wrong. Do I find out what? I would expect he doesn't. The backend currently does not accept the request, the WebSocket request, so the setup is somehow not correct. I don't know if this has something to do that I serve a index HTML here, but this was not in the original. But Whiteboard.js says render. And this used the older Express version. Maybe browser WebSocket connection. Just give me a complete file. Message. I'm example. It looks smaller. Somehow whatever this is. Just do new WebSocket. Go in my, yeah, 2 S's. I don't know if this is correct. Let's try this. Let's try second S. Still failed. Failed. Still no message here. Okay, it's socket on open, on message and close. I didn't have an on open, I think. If an on message and close, it's if an on open. I console log open WebSocket open. Don't expect something to change. Let's. Why are there 2 S's? I also don't have the error. So let's throw in the error function. Still don't want an alert. Like this. Does I? So wondering brackets. Was is these brackets? Print out set a dollar. Somehow was possible. Now let's do this. Now I see the event. Let's make it this. Oops. WebSocket error. Probably nothing more in here to see. See, I want to connect on this. But this is somehow wrong. Let's check something. Okay, W slash slash think 1S is correct and this 2S is different. Now this package should tell me how to correctly set it up. This is a WebSocket server. On request, do I have socket server on request? This looks request function request. I'm in here. Request accept. Request accept. Let's make a console log first. I don't have its values yet. Don't think I even reached this point. No, I don't reach the start. Let's look into the server. So it gets compiled, even though yeah, warnings in. Bind this, there is no this. Let's replace these with functions. On message, on claw. Error. This message. On close. There's nothing. This way probably. Should make a difference. Don't. Is this console log? Let's go back to the example. Client example. WebSocket client. Okay, this is some different kind. Let's try this type of WebSocket. Let's type this to socket. Let's comment this out. No idea if this works. I don't know how this works in here. We even need it. Fix. Mhm. I don't see the problem. Same. Okay. Uh, let's use try this. And there's nothing in. What? I have a client connect at the end. Be a socket connect in this case. Well, um, the require works in here, but not in here. Socket is a dependency. And do I need node modules to be also accessible? Mm, let's look. WebSocket, lib, client. Does a lot of things. There's a connection. Okay, I probably need this. But I can't do the require in here. But it works in the server. And I need to look. Is this? Just do the new WebSocket here. Calls itself whiteboard example. Then the whiteboard, it probably listen on this word, yes. Accept this. This would mean I get into here. And I would expect this to work. Basically WebSocket or this. Let's try this again. Throw them in. This is not a this. WebSocket 2. I don't need the whiteboard example, but it's also not a problem. And here's no other message. Well, I will stop here for today. And maybe I'm able to figure it out next time. Something still not right. What I do. No real progress today. As this is a broken state, nothing to commit. And well, stop here. See you next time. Bye.